Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and we are here to bring you channel messages with some of our members of my team, of my group. And those channel messages are to help you try to remember something. Remembrance of who you are. Maybe some of you remember some gifts. Maybe some of you remember healing. Whatever it appears to be for you. Now, we do get coordinates where we go to different places, whether it be on Earth, on the moon, other planets, other dimensions, other universes, etc., etc., even different times. And we describe what goes on in the hopes that you are receiving what you need, the energy you need, the messages you need. You can absolutely come with us. And if you don't know how to, but wish to, just set the intention that you will be traveling with us to see what we see, to experience what we see. I do want to thank you for being here week after week, supporting me, or us, I should say. And I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the fact that you are sharing, that you're liking, that you're subscribing. So don't forget to subscribe. It does not cost anything. And it will help you get notifications of other programming, other podcasts, shows, Reiki sessions, etc. Not just this. I do believe that we have coordinates already, and I will open the floor to our members.
16, 22, 3, 4, 17, lush magenta. 16, 22, 30, or 3, 4, 17, lush magenta.
Thank you. That's an interesting thing. I'm experiencing an old, I would say a living room from a building that was made of rock, so very old. And I'm in front of a huge fireplace that has those arms where you put like the pot that you're going to cook in. And the arm, I don't know if I can't remember the exact name of it, but that kind of fireplace. And all the curtains are lush magenta, like a velvety lush magenta. Which I will call them more drapes than curtains, but anyway. The ceilings are very high. And I'm just astounded at the size of this fireplace. Like I could actually walk into the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
That's how tall and wide and everything it is. There's no pot there right now, but there is a fire going. And the colors on the fire are not just like the typical orange and yellow and stuff. There's some purplish too. Very pretty, different colors, different flames all over. It could be depending on the wood that they use, but it's definitely a gorgeous scene. It's keeping the room warm. And when I open the drapes, because they can't be curtains, the drapes, and I look outside, first of all, the glass is very cold. You could almost see ice kind of forming on it. And when you look farther out, and there's like everything is covered in snow, but there's just woods. There's no there isn't like another house that I could see or anything close by. It appears very secluded, but the trees are not like the normal trees that we see here. They're not pine, they're not any type of tree that I've seen in the places that I've lived or even in the research that I have done. So they're very different. They're they're very tall, and even though there's what appears to be snow and there is coldness out there, they're full of leaves and none of them have changed like they do here. Um, Everything is full greenish looking. Um, let's see. The furniture is a little strange. Um, it some of it is wood that's around, and some is like um, I would say um, unmovable rocks and what I would call some type of mud or cement or something. And there are cushions on, say, the sofa, for lack of other wording, where you sit, but everything is made of stones. Um, so you're basically stuck with the way the room is. Um,
It's a wizard study,
okay.
and we're on a different planet for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I, I can't say for sure the other planet by name.
Hmm.
Um,
But I don't even believe it's in this solar system.
it's a satellite to something else, and that's all I'm getting.
Yeah.
Um, but it's the wizard study. There are bookshelves and volumes and volumes and volumes of books.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a table in the center of the room that uh, sometimes is used for laboratory studies and experimenting with herbs and alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think right now, one of the reasons we don't see him working there per se uh, is it's his quiet time, it's his reflective time to discern how to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't say that I see him, but I feel him.
Right. Me too. Uh, it's like he's so into his quiet time that he makes himself invisible.
Okay, that works. Oh,
Um, that's what I'm feeling, I'm getting. Um, because he wants to shut out everything, including any possible distraction by somebody coming in and saying, hey, da da da. If they can't see him, they won't speak to him. So they won't disturb him. Um,
he's lit a candle. The candle is his way of saying, I am present and approachable.
mhm,
He's
mm,
asking if anyone has a particular question or something that they're searching the answer for.
Well, that was interesting because while you're hearing that, I was directed towards one of the bookshelves on the third one up. So I had to get on the step ladder or the ladder that's there. Third one up, and a book just stuck out, which I picked it up. And it's when I opened it up, it's the writing is very different, but I understand it. Um, it looks like what would be written as light language, basically. Um, but it's understandable. And the page that the book opened up to is basically a reminder that a lot of the times people are searching for their truth, searching for who they are, searching for how to be on the outside, out here. And the book is reminding you to go inside. Give yourself that moment, those moments of just going into yourself, talking to yourself, paying attention to the signs and what you get, and you will bring out your true self even faster and with a stronger connection that way. And that includes even those that use magic. You have it all inside of you. You have all your answers inside of you. Yes, you could research, and yes, you could look at books because he does, like he says. But that doesn't mean that you don't use your judgment. That doesn't mean that you don't use your intuition and what resonates with you. You may know the facts, but sometimes some of the facts have to be put aside for what you believe resonates more with greater intensity. Um, and now there's like an assistant there too, but I also don't see him. I feel him. And I'm saying a he, and I don't know why because I can't really see. So, um, and they're making me go through the book page by page and just skimming over quickly, but that there are answers there for people.
Okay, the planet is El Randa.
Okay.
It is a seat of ancient wisdom. Um, and as you spoke, it made sense. While you saw stone walls, I saw library shelves. And the library shelves only are visible when they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Um, clear intent, clear, pure intent brings them forward. So they're there, but you don't always see them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and apparently, El Coronda is where wizards and uh, witches and others have uh, who are steeped in the mysteries, who are steeped in knowledge of plants, knowledge of spiritualism, knowledge of vast entities, go to validate and confirm present uncoverings of new ideas, if you will. There's nothing's really new in the world
Mm-hmm.
or galaxy or universe, whatever. Um, so those who practice in the arts will go there to validate their perceptions. And now I'm getting the Eye of Horus.
Mm-hmm. You started to say that, and I was already seeing it. But I'm also seeing that when you stated about the library, it is that intention has been said, that spell has been provided or written or done, so that those that want to cause harm will not have access to the knowledge. But the knowledge only appears to those who are truly pure heart or with good intentions, like you stated. Also, the wizard, even in those times where he is, like a wording, invisible, he is watching every move everyone makes and sees the intention and sees how they are functioning at that moment. They may be a good person, but not realizing that what they're seeking is to cause harm. And therefore, he will not allow them to see. All of the recipes, instructions, spells, everything and anything that has to do with witches or wizards and magic and etc. is written in those books. Everything that has been documented from day one, even if it's just in the person's mind or has come up with a new recipe, it appears in those books. The knowledge is continual. The change, when it gets tweaked, continues, and it appears in all of the research books that are there. I am also hearing that there is present a woman who just got out of a very abusive relationship, and not to waver, but stay strong. It will get better and it will get easier. And the calmness that you feel when you actually release everything is priceless. You are worth calmness. You are worth integrity. You are worth yourself. You have done the correct thing, and take it to the end so that you can be okay and others will not have to experience the abuse that you have. Patterns like that don't change overnight. They need a lot of treatment and oversight. And you're not his teacher, and you're not his mom, and you're not the one to take care of him. You have others that depend on you, your children. Think of them. He's not even the father, so think of them. Take solace and take the energy to give you strength from the fact that you are a good mother and you're protecting them to the end with full love. And also, you are worth every single effort that you take to get rid of the abuse, get rid of him, and get rid of the vicious cycle that you have been living in. They command you, they will be there standing with you, and even holding you up if you need to be held up. Just let your team help you continue to find the strength to move forward step by step. They do not want you to move back. You have been seen, you have been heard, and you are loved by many of your ancestors that hope that you feel their strength, the strength that they're sending you, the strength that they carry right being right next to you, and the strength that comes from your children, seeing their eyes and their smiles and their joy now that he's not around.
This person's also being invited to throw something into the fire that symbolically represents the abuser, so that there is a at least symbolic letting go of that relationship.
Mhm.
Allow the fire to consume the hurt, the pain, the anguish that you have experienced.
Yes. I'm sorry, the wizard is just patting my head. Going, good little girl, good little girl. Wow. Even on the other side, I get it. Oh,
I am seeing walrus head with tusks in the fireplace.
okay. Alrighty.
I think he's there. That walrus is there to consume that which was thrown into the fire.
Mhm.
The fire would destroy it, to be sure, but this is just a further representation that that tie is cut.
Mhm.
He's nodding his head like, yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I know.
Okay,
That's
feeling
why I'm
dorky right
like,
now.
oh God. Ew. Yes.
Apparently, he's sticking around because there's others that also need to throw that symbolic representation into the fire.
A symbolic release. Yeah. I hear many cries. And in particular, I hear this one man, very deep voice. He cries in silence. And I ask you to just find the courage from that which is around you and release that. Cut it loose. Protect yourself. You are a great, beautiful, you have a great, beautiful soul with a lot of shine and brightness. Right now, the light has been lowered due to all that you're experiencing. And I want to applaud you because you have never lifted a hand, even with all of the abuse that has been handed to you. You have never lifted a hand in malice to hit, to cause pain. It all I see is this gentleness from you that is embarrassed to admit, and it's okay. Just take those steps to let go of that which is holding you back, bringing you down, and eventually it could be the death, not literally maybe, but could be the death of you spiritually. And you have a lot to give, so don't allow that to occur. You have a lot to give, a lot to offer for anybody else. They are not what you thought. They were wearing a lot of masks in the very beginning, but now as time goes by, they cannot continue the charade. And their anger towards you for absolutely no reason, and their ability to just hit and cause pain, not just physically, emotionally, mentally, is not, it is not of someone who truly loves anyone but themselves. I am sorry if I'm making this clear to you and I'm showing you that you're in a dangerous situation. Just get out. There's always a way to find a place to get out. It might be rough at first, but you're even the breadwinner. You're the one that pays all the bills, so you'll be able to make it on your own. That house is not even yours, it's rented. So you're not even attached by a mortgage. And from what I could see, the lease is up at the end of the year, just a couple of months away. We're already in November. Release that relationship. Don't sign another lease with their name on it. Now, for those that are listening and have questions, in your minds, open that book that I took out, that they showed me. Open that book and see what it reads to you, what it's trying to tell you. You're going to find answers there. You're going to find some direction there.
And
And
some, I'm
yeah,
sorry,
and
go ahead.
if anyone is listening to this and is in a situation, please reach out. I can talk to you. I could be a listening ear. I could be a shoulder to cry on. You don't have to do this all on your own. But
And
you do have to decide.
yes, while the easy assumption is that you're talking about personal relationships, this may also extend into work relationships for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's been said can be applied to that work situation as well.
Yes. I see a few of those situations too. And there's always a way. It may not be obvious right away, but there's always a way.
Reflecting on what you said earlier about when you open the curtains, drapes,
There's,
the reason the trees remain green in spite of winter precipitation is a sign of hope. Um, Typically, here on Earth, we would think of winter as a time that things die down,
mhm.
at least vegetation. And the greenness of the trees not only gives hope, but speaks of the resurrection that happens coming out of the war zone.
Mm. Yes.
So take heart. Each aspect of what we have seen today has been largely symbolic, but by the same token, hope, excuse me, hopefully motivates you to continue to act.
Mm. Yes. I'm seeing a lot of souls that are getting clarity in today's challenging moments. I'm also seeing kind of like a deer, but it's not a deer. It's got a face of a deer, head of a deer, um, neck of a deer, but the body is more like a camel.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's got that,
Um,
yep, with the horns, that,
mhm.
yeah. So that's very interesting. And I could honestly say I don't want to make fun of the animal, but it is hilarious. Just saying, throwing it out there. Um, yeah. Okay. Um, mhm. And my understanding is that they also can survive without any uh, liquids. I don't even want to say water because I don't know. I
Mhm.
haven't seen what kind of liquid they have there. But um, he, th that being can also survive a very long time without that. Um, so yeah.
Again, symbolic of the dryness that oftentimes people experience either in the relationship or as they move away from it,
Mm-hmm.
that it may not be a bed of roses, so to speak. Um, but the camel image, if you will, um,
Mm-hmm.
perseveres, uh, thrives in
Mm-hmm.
that absence. And the deer head, um, to me, speaks of the eventual renewal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm particularly fond of deer, but there's the gentleness that they represent, the um, eternal hope, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So this animal brings together that experience and uh, is there to fortify you, to ground you,
Mm-hmm.
but also to move you forward um, with courage and stamina, but also with the warmth and gentleness that you long for.
Mm-hmm.
And back at the fire, there are other rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I see the door open.
And when the door is open, the fire won't harm you at all.
Right. The fire won't harm you anyway. But the door's open. I go through it, and there is a crystal sanctuary back there.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
And along with the clear quartz crystal type stones, uh, it is filled with opal crystals and sapphires.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at those big. It was an egg at first, but it's huge. It's about 6 feet tall. That was just cut in half and opened up this way. And I am just standing in front of it going,
Well, I
like,
put that
yeah,
in my back pocket and take it home. No.
yeah, I wish I could. Anyway, that, oof, beautiful, beautiful.
And the energy has changed dynamically. Um, the first part of this session, there was a warmth, but also questions of unraveling,
Mm-hmm.
if you will, where this is much more, even more positive energy. I mean, not that the other wasn't, but this is different in nature, maybe more spiritual, potentially,
Mm-hmm.
very high frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the stones reflecting off each other, just giving unique but very enchanting
Mm-hmm.
presence, feeling. I don't know, don't really have words.
Mm.
Renewal is there for the taking. That's what this
Mm-hmm.
chamber is about.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's feeling flat, feeling unfulfilled, feeling frustrated, feeling incomplete, you are welcomed to this room to take what you need. And there's a divine presence.
Mm-hmm.
Hands together, holding it, that egg or stone or whatever, um, kind of holding it out to people to take, to touch, to incorporate in their lives.
Mm-hmm. So I am walking straight where I thought the room ended. I just continue walking that way. I don't know why it possessed me to do that. And kind of like the walls just expanded, made the room bigger and longer. And the more I walk, the bigger and longer it gets, the wider and longer it gets, and just it's continuous. And it feels like every section is dedicated to different type of crystal.
Mm.
Um, and of course, I got to the black section of the tour. So I'm in black obsidian and black onyx right here. And I'm just soaking in those vibes. Um, to the point where I feel my spine tingling. So maybe I shouldn't stay here too long, but it's definitely feel that layer of protection going around me and intensifying. Oh, and there it is. There's one black onyx that jumped out and landed in my hands. And I'm hearing I am to take this with me. So I will receive this with full gratitude and take it with me. When I come back, it shall be in my hand.
I'm seeing others who have traveled with us today also receiving similar gifts
Mm-hmm.
wherever they are and
Yes.
wherever they were drawn to.
I'm also hearing a song, but very faint. It's best description I could give is like an angel singing, kind of to help you relax and smooth, uh, make you calmer, very high energy driven singing. Um, I'm also hearing some violins accompanying the singing, and it just if I feel it like in my chest area. I feel the notes, the tones, the melody, everything. And I guess what well, I don't guess they're saying that this is their way of contributing to have the people, everyone that's here today or whenever you watch this, feel the love that they have for us. And it's a way of them acknowledging our true self, our true higher being, um, and that love is energy is now being deposited into ourselves so that we could carry it in with love to love ourselves, to love others. We'll know what steps to take further, to take further steps with love as the intention, not with hate, not with revenge, not with anything else negative, but with full love and understanding. Yeah, you know me, I had to continue walking, and it's still opening up and going further. Some are really pretty ones.
A dragon has emerged for me and it's blowing back old karmas. It's sending him back, transmuted.
Yeah. Now, what I am hearing from the wizard is that some of the people who have joined us in this programming, whether today or later on, when they watch it, will realize that some of their gifts, or that they have gifts that they never even knew they had, all of a sudden, within 3 days after you watch this, you will start to notice things are different. So if you have your intuition will blossom, your way of thinking will blossom, you just all different types of gifts will start to appear. And it isn't that you never had them, it's that you are allowing them to open, to blossom, to become. You just needed the right combination to open that safe, that lock.
The wizard is using his staff and he's tapped it 3 times
Mm-hmm.
and saying, absorb what you need to absorb. And we are being called back into the main room.
Mm-hmm.
So that we may depart.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're back in the main room. That door closes behind. Fire's still going.
I'm astounded at how many presences there are there.
Mm-hmm. There's a crowd coming through. But that just means that no matter how much you throw, keep throwing and get rid of, keep releasing.
Mm-hmm.
You're there to catch it, transmute it, and transmit it as healing energy instead of negative energy. All right, let's take deep breaths. Take one last look around. Enjoy the beautiful view outside.
The walrus is saying goodbye.
And let's go 5, 4, 3. When you breathe now, you feel like you're back in your body. 2, you're realizing your surroundings completely, the sounds, the smells, the breeze, everything that's going on. And 1, take a deep breath and you could open your eyes. I want to thank you all for being here. Again, please like, share, subscribe. And thank you for supporting this programming. Hopefully you have obtained what you need today. And feel free to email, get in touch with me if you have anything you want to share or you have questions. Many blessings. We love you. Bye.